what you're facing, the sin that is trying to tear you down, it's not designed to get you to walk away, but the temptation and the victory is designed to build you up. See, sometimes we look at temptation and we have those, those days where we wish that things were taken from us, meaning that I wish I didn't have to fight like this, or I wish that I didn't like this, or I wasn't attracted to this. But I'm reminded of what God says to Paul. He says that my grace is sufficient. Right? And that is the beauty part about our relationship with God, is that when you're waiting and when you're trusting on God, He is giving you grace that is sufficient to withstand every fiery dart that the enemy is trying to throw your way. When you're waiting on God and you're trusting in Him, you're even able to withstand your flesh, right? Because your flesh wants to do what you want to do, or wants to walk the path that you think is best. But when you wait on God, you're able to tell yourself, sit down. Sometimes you got to tell yourself, sit down. And how do I tell myself to sit down? I trust on the Holy Spirit. You remember the day when Pentecost, the Holy Spirit sat on them. And sometimes we need the Spirit to sit on us, to keep us still. That's why we trust in God. That's why we trust in His Spirit, because His Spirit is able to keep us focused on the goal ahead. And so what you're going through is not meant to bury you, but what you're going through is meant to show you that you have fireproof faith. All right, come on, put that fire in there, that fire emoji. I've got fireproof faith. I've got fireproof faith. And because of what is being proved in our life, we have to also let what James say resonate in our spirit. James says, let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. And what that word let means, it means to not prevent or forbid. And sometimes we battle against the very thing that is trying to prove our faith. And what I mean by that is that we try to figure things out all by ourselves instead of maintaining our hope and our trust in God. Right? We're trying to figure out how to remove the mountain, but we're not trusting in God to move the mountain. And we have to realize is that by trying to figure things out ourselves, we are not allowing patience to have its perfect work. And so doing it our way does not allow us to develop patience. I need to say that one more time. Doing it our way does not allow us to develop patience. Does not allow us to develop patience. And so we have to understand that we must let our hope and our faith stand tall. Right? You are not strong without your faith. You are not courageous without your faith. But you've got to let your faith, you've got to let your trust give you the ability to stand. And having done all to stand because you realize that the salvation and the deliverance of the Lord is not. Right?